Coming up on UCentral News, the latest from world leaders around the globe as tensions mount between Russia and Ukraine. Plus, the UCO research study aiming to improve Oklahoma veterans' mental health. But first, keeping you informed with winter storms on the way. Your UCentral weather update, all right now at 4:30. Welcome in and thank you for joining us on this edition of UCentral News. We're in for another round of winter weather. That cold front came in overnight, starting our day off here in Edmond in the teens.
And tomorrow morning, we'll see a wintry mix of ice, sleet, and dangerously low temps. UCO will be closed tomorrow, canceling all classes. And MC joining us now to give us the latest on these storms. MC, what's going on?
Thank you, Jessica and Patrick. Just like they said, it's very, very cold outside. We have a wintry mix is going to be coming in, but let's get into the current conditions here on campus. It's 31 degrees right now. Have a little bit of sun, a little bit of clouds. It's pretty fair, but it's not doing us any justice at all. North wind coming in at 16 miles per hour, and it's making it feel like 20 degrees outside. It's very, very cold outside. A little bit of humidity sitting at 40%. Now, the current conditions across the state, we have some 40s in southern Oklahoma, 30s in the metro, and then going into northern Oklahoma, we're seeing some low 30s, mid 20s. It's very, very cold outside. Let's look at the weather headlines. Right now, here in the metro, we're in a winter weather advisory, and in southeastern Oklahoma, they are in a winter storm warning. So make sure you guys are being very, very careful going into Wednesday and Thursday. Winter mix for Wednesday and Thursday, which basically means freezing rain and sleet. Make sure you guys are being very, very careful with that. Have temperatures dropping starting tonight. I believe tonight we're going to get down to 12 degrees. Make sure you guys stay warm, keep that heat running, be careful with those space heaters. And then if you have to commute tomorrow, make sure you are being careful. Make sure you have an emergency plan, like keeping a flashlight, extra batteries, keeping a blanket in your car just in case you do get stranded. And then we have your Black History fact of the day right there at the bottom, which I'll get more into with that forecast in just a little bit. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. And the Oklahoma City Homeless Alliance and the Salvation Army will have emergency winter beds open. The Homeless Alliance Day Shelter will be a temporary night shelter. They'll have 80 beds for men, women, and families. They will also allow pets. The Salvation Army, however, will have 25 beds for women and children only. You can find them near Northwest 10th and Penn.
And a few tips from the Oklahoma County Health Department on heating your house safely. Remember to keep space heaters at least 3 feet away from flammable objects. Also, turn off heaters when you leave the room. Never use your oven to heat your home. And be sure to check your smoke alarms at least once a month.
An international leader slapping Russia with sanctions following a move sending shockwaves around the world.
In an act of defiance, Russian President Vladimir Putin recognized parts of Ukraine as independent states and has ordered his troops in. There's worry from Washington and beyond that this is just the start of a full-scale invasion.
More severe sanctions being implemented across the globe.
This is the beginning of a Russian invasion of Ukraine.
President Biden keeping his promise of implementing more as Russia has begun to invade Ukraine. 2 Russian financial institutions blocked, Russia's government cut off from Western financing, and more U.S. troops reinforcing NATO in Baltic states. As Russian military vehicles appear on the Ukraine border, President Vladimir Putin ordering his troops there for an alleged peacekeeping mission. Biden quick to call out the breaking of international law.
It's a flagrant violation of international law and demands a firm response from the international community.
NATO condemnation appeared swiftly too.
Moscow has now moved from covert attempts to destabilize Ukraine to overt military action.
United Kingdom freezing assets of 5 Russian banks and 3 oligarchs, while Germany halting the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Reporting in Edmond, Jessica Morales, UCentral News.
And U.S. State Secretary Anthony Blinken has not canceled a Thursday meeting with his Russian counterpart for now. Russia, meanwhile, calls new Western sanctions illegitimate.
And UCO is working to help veterans struggling with mental illness. UCO's Amber Poston finds out how.
UCO is helping to improve mental health for military veterans. The university wants to help a new strategy for psychological health. The studies have shown that active service members and veterans have higher rate of struggling with addiction. I spoke to sociology director of substance and abuse about these issues.
But mental health issues, so they might begin with substances to kind of manage the pain and, prescribed, and then it gets out of hand for them.
UCO is wanting to help reduce the rate of suicide among active members and veterans by putting in place the Governor's Challenge. The university has granted a proposal to the National Institute of Mental Health here at UCO.
The governor of Oklahoma has a challenge out right now, and he's supporting to help veterans reduce suicide, the suicide rate in Oklahoma.
Reporting from Edmond, Oklahoma, Amber Poston, UCentral News.
And here are your UCO COVID numbers. Active cases are at 31, total cases are 2,134, and recoveries are at 2,103. However, even though numbers are on the decline, UCO says it will extend level 2 operations through March 11th. That is the Friday before spring break. UCO says extending level 2 operations provides more opportunity for case numbers and hospitalizations to stabilize.
UCO's Volunteer Income or Tax Assistance or VITA program will provide free income tax preparations and e-filing to UCO students, faculty, staff, and the public through April 9th. VITA will provide services Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in room 107 in the College of Business.
If you're looking for an internship, the UCO Career Development Center will host the Spring Career and Internship Fair on March 2nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the 9 University Center ballrooms. There will also be 70+ employers and graduate programs that students can talk to. Business attire is strongly recommended.
And still ahead, the cold is here to stick around. MC's full forecast for tomorrow's winter storms. But first, making sure you're ready to graduate, a look into faculty mentoring right after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Today, mass communication students were able to meet with faculty as part of a faculty mentoring day.
The event was held to provide students with help regarding their classes or careers. UCO faculty tells us tomorrow's event will be rescheduled next week since campus is closed tomorrow. UCentral's Cameron Forrell has the story.
Mass communication students will be able to talk with faculty regarding their classes and upcoming careers from 9 to 3 in between classes tomorrow. Assistant Professor and Department Chair Mary Carver gave insight into what to expect tomorrow.
Mentoring Days is a time where students can just come and go and come and visit with different faculty members. They can meet with an advisor. That in mass communication,
with professors available through email and office hours, it leaves some wondering what makes Faculty Mentoring Days stand out.
We've made it from 9 to 3, both today and tomorrow, and we tried to make it at times when you were already going to be in the building and could easily just pop in for 15 minutes between classes.
Since the event is so easily accessible and open for hours, how many students regularly attend and talk with the professor?
Every other time that we've put on this event, we have about 50 students per day that have come through, and because it's a come and go, that it kind of depends on how busy students are and how many classes they have that day.
Faculty mentoring will be available in room 206 on the second floor of the Mass Communications building. From Edmond, Oklahoma, I'm Cameron Forrell, UCentral News.
Thanks, Cameron. And we do want to remind you that tomorrow's Faculty Mentoring Day will be rescheduled for next week due to the incoming inclement weather. Let's go ahead and check in with MC and see what she's got for us.
Yeah, MC, what is going on? It's so cold.
Thank you. Very, very cold outside currently. Let's get to the weather headlines here in the metro. Right now, we are in a winter advisory right now, but going into southeastern Oklahoma, it's going to be a winter storm warning. But right here in the metro, we're going to see that winter mix. It's going to be freezing rain and cool temperatures with a little bit of snow, but not a lot. And you're definitely going to see sleet and ice Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures will start to drop going into tonight. It's going to get down to about 12 degrees. And then if you have to commute, make sure you're being careful. Just like I said earlier, make sure you have an emergency plan, those blankets, pillows, something to keep you warm, a flashlight so you can see if it's dark outside, and batteries. You can't forget the batteries. Then we have our Black History Fact of the Day down there below. The first black general to be in the Marines, accepted into the Marines, was on this day in 1979. Now let's get into the current conditions here on campus. 31 degrees. It's pretty fair outside. Have a little bit of sun, I was about to say snow, sun and a little bit of clouds, but it is very, very cold outside. That wind chill is bringing it down to 20 degrees. We have a wind coming in from the north, 16 miles per hour. We have 40% of humidity. Now, the conditions across the state, we have some 40s in southern Oklahoma and then 30s in mid Oklahoma or central Oklahoma, and then some 20s in northern Oklahoma. Right here in the metro is sitting at 31. Now, the conditions for tonight, like I said, temperatures are going to drop very, very low. In some parts of Oklahoma, we're going to see single digits, but right here in the metro, it'll be 12 degrees, mostly clear, have a north wind of 20 miles per hour. That's going to make that wind chill -3. So if you have to go outside, make sure you are bundling in layers. Have 2 coats on if you can. It's going to be very, very cold outside. Humidity will be sitting at 68%. Now, looking at the temperatures across, I said single digits. Northern Oklahoma, here in Guymon, if I lean back, 2 degrees in Guymon. It's going to be very, very cold. We have 8 and 9 in Woodward and Enid. Then going across northern Oklahoma, we're seeing that temperature go up into about the teens. Here in the metro, it'll be 12, 10 in Clinton, and then we have some teens and 20s down in southern Oklahoma. Idabel was sitting at 30. Now going into tomorrow, we're going to see some 20 southern Oklahoma. Same thing, 20s, 40 in Idabel. Going to be a little bit warm. I think the storm is not going to hit them as much as us here in the metro. That storm is going to go from right here in southwestern Oklahoma, go upward, and then continue to go east. It's going to be very, very cold outside. Now the the forecast for tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m. is going to be very, very chilly. Be 12 degrees. We're going to start seeing that ice and sleet and freezing rain start to come down. Going into lunchtime is going to be very, very windy, 15 degrees. That's when we're going to start seeing maybe a little bit of snow, and that temperature is going to continue to stay low. And then going into nighttime, 7 p.m. is when we're going to start seeing more of that wintry mix. So ice and sleet, or ice and snow all mixed together. Now, this is the current forecast for the rest of the week. This is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, well, let's talk about the 7-day forecast. Here on Tuesday, it's 31 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday, that's where we're going to see that wintry mix. On Wednesday is going to be 80 to 100%. So it's going to start low and then continue to go higher going into the nighttime. It's going to be 21 degrees. And just like I said, those temperatures are going to drop more in the nighttime. So 12 degrees on Tuesday night, 18 Wednesday night, and then Thursday night is going to be 15 degrees. It's going to be very, very cold. As we go further into the week, going into the weekend, we'll see the temperatures start to go up. I know on Saturday night, we'll have a 20% chance of rain. Not going to be snow, maybe a little bit of sleet, but it's going to be mostly rain. And then going further into the rest of the week, we'll see the temperatures continue to go up. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. And if you are wanting to make over $2,000 with just a tweet, we'll have more information on that after the break. Stick around.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to UCentral News. I'm Tyler Whitehead, and if you look at your calendar, today may look pretty interesting. It is Tuesday, which is ironically on a Tuesday. T-Mobile is celebrating by giving away $2,222 to 22 people. In order to enter, you must reply and tag T-Mobile and use the hashtag T-Mobile Tuesday and contest on their latest tweet for a chance to win. If you are looking for more perks from the company, there are exclusive offers for carrier customers on their app T-Mobile Tuesdays, which is available on the App Store. And it's Britney's book. Today, Britney Spears has revealed that she wants to tell her life story after she has landed a book deal. The deal is estimated to be valued over $15 million. Spears hasn't publicly commented on her plans for the book, but fans are speculating it will be discussing her time in her conservatorship. Other speculations are that the book is being made in response to her younger sister's memoir, which Spears has publicly denounced. What do you think will come out of this book? And a talk show known for a lot of funny moments and memes online is ending. It was announced today that Wendy Williams' show will end because of Williams' prolonged health-related absence. She'll be replaced this fall with a show hosted by Sherry Shepherd. The new daytime show titled Sherry will take the time slots from Williams' show. The network has revealed that they hope to work with Wendy again in the future and wish her a speedy recovery. And ice may be on the way for Oklahoma, but it looks like we can see more from the Ice Age this April. Today, Disney announced a new series of shorts called Ice Age Scrat Tales, which will be released on April 13th. The series will follow Scrat and Baby Scrat on their chase for the highly treasured acorn. It will feature 6 shorts and is set in the same universe as the Ice Age films. The shorts will stream exclusively on Disney+. And Jessica and Patrick, I think I might have to go in on that $2,000 from T-Mobile. I might have to tweet that out after the show today.
You know, I am definitely racking up some student loan debt, so I'll take $2,000 any day.
What college kid couldn't use some spare change lying around?
Exactly. And Aaron previews the upcoming action for men's and women's basketball, so stay tuned.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back, Bronco fans. I'm Aaron Galvin, and this is your Tuesday Sports Update. The UCO men's basketball team has just 2 games remaining in the regular season, and the first of those will be at home tomorrow night against Central Missouri. The 18th-ranked Broncos are led by a balanced attack featuring senior Isaiah Wade, freshman Jaden Wills, and junior Callan Hayden, who was the leading scorer in UCO's most recent win with 23 points against Northeastern State. Bob Hoffman's team has had a great run this season, as they are 22-4 overall and have an opportunity to win the regular season conference crown depending on how this week shakes out around the league. At 17-3 in conference play, the Broncos would love to grab the 1 seed for the conference tournament. Those games will take place in Kansas City, Missouri, March 2nd through 6th. Tomorrow's game against Central Missouri will feature the favored Broncos against the 500 Mules, as Central Missouri is just 12-12 on the season. Tip-off for that one will be at 7:30 p.m. in the Hamilton Fieldhouse. The UCO women's basketball team also has just 2 games remaining and will also take the court tomorrow night against Central Missouri. Tip-off for that game is at 5:30 p.m. UCO is now 16-10 on the season and got a pair of road wins last week to improve their mark in the MIAA standings. UCO forward Kelsey Johnson was named MIAA Player of the Week once again, and it is her 4th time this season to be recognized with this award. The 6'3" senior averaged a double-double of 25 points and 11 rebounds over the course of the week. And the UCO softball team was victorious yesterday at home against East Central, winning in blowout fashion 8-0 due to excellent pitching here by Kylie Lynch, who picked up her 8th win of the season. Central improved to 12-2 on the season, while East Central fell to 2-9. The Broncos are off until March 1st when they travel to Wichita Falls, Texas to face Midwestern State in a doubleheader. And for fans of UCO's baseball team, your Broncos had a game scheduled for 2:22 this afternoon at home against Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Unfortunately, that game has been postponed to a later date, but today is D2 Day, a national celebration of NCAA Division II schools. Every D2 school and conference is encouraged to share the benefits of being a part of Division II and showcase student-athlete success stories on their athletics website and social media channels. And the Stars were out for the NBA All-Star Game over the weekend in Cleveland, Ohio, as the league celebrated its 75th anniversary by naming the top 75 players in the association's history. That ceremony was held at halftime of the game, and many of the players on that list were in attendance in the same city where the NBA celebrated their 50th anniversary by naming the 50 best players of all time. And of course, it was quite a game between Team LeBron and Team Durant to culminate the celebration Sunday night. Starting for Team Durant was Trae Young, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Andrew Wiggins, as Durant was unable to play due to injury. They went up against Nikola Jokic, DeMar DeRozan, Stephen Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and LeBron James. Morant and Embiid were fantastic in filling up the stat sheet for Team Durant, while Giannis did the same for Team LeBron. But it was Golden State's Stephen Curry who absolutely stole the show in this one. He scored 50 points and made 16 threes in the game, many of them from deep, wowing the crowd and the announcers alike. Those 16 threes are a record for any kind of NBA game ever. And even in an all-star game with limited defense, it still holds its weight and remains impressive. You can see some of the crazy shots that he's hitting right here. How about this one? Pump fake, turn away, bang. That's incredible. Even more impressive is that Curry had 45 points after the third quarter before a relatively quiet 4th frame. In all, Curry was named the game's MVP, and LeBron's team was victorious by a score of 163-160. But it was LeBron James, the kid from Akron, Ohio, who spent 11 seasons in Cleveland and brought the city a championship in 2016, who hit the game winner in his return to the city where he made his name.
Look at LeBron calling for it, Reg.
And he is from Akron. Let's do it. Cleveland. Let's do it, Cleveland. Cleveland. This is for you. That's a winner. Cleveland. Cleveland. This is for you. Game-winning shot by LeBron James.
Man, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. And the NBA season ramps back up again following the break starting on Thursday. And that's everything I have for sports today. For more news, scores, and updates on everything UCO athletics, visit broncosports.com. Have a great day, Edmond, and we'll take it back to Jessica and Patrick at the desk.
Thanks, Aaron. And that was quite the shot there by LeBron James.
I think only LeBron James could make that shot.
For real, for real. Still ahead, we have one last look at the upcoming forecast for some inclement weather tomorrow into Thursday, Plus, it's not 5 o'clock here just yet, but somewhere it is. How to celebrate the holiday. Back after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And looks like we have some inclement weather coming in. MC, what do you got for us as we get ready for tomorrow and Thursday?
Thank you, Patrick. I got a lot for you, but it's not going to be anything that anybody wants to hear. Got a lot of cold weather coming in. Right now for tonight, those temperatures are going to get down into the teens and single digits. So 12 degrees here in the metro. It's going to be mostly clear. And then the winds are going to come in from the north, 20 miles per hour. Going to have that wind chill feeling like -3. It's going to be very, very cold outside. Now, the daily forecast for tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m., going to be very cold, just starting off 12 degrees. We might start seeing some freezing rain and sleet, but going into noontime, that's where we're going to see more of that. So it's going to get up to about 15 degrees, and then going into 7 p.m., going into nighttime, we'll see more of that wintry mix at 18 degrees. And then the temperatures across the state for tomorrow have some 20s here in the metro, a few teens up in northern Oklahoma, but it's going to be mostly highs, 20s, and then 40 in Idabel. We're going to skip that wintry mix for them, but everywhere else, we're going to see that freezing rain and sleet. It's going to be very, very cold outside. This is the 7-day forecast. This is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys for listening to your girl MC. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. And when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But when life gives you a lime, make a margarita.
That's right, a perfect saying for today because it's National Margarita Day. According to the National Day calendar, margaritas are known for the most common tequila-based drink served in the U.S. No one knows who first created it, but margaritas definitely received a popularity boost in 1977 with Jimmy Buffett's hit song, Margaritas.
Well, thanks for joining us. Stay safe, Broncos. I'm Patrick Talbot.
I'm Jessica Morales. Have a good night.
Stay safe.